On today's episode of Identity, we meet Paul Modjadji, the inspirational dancer whose passion and talents transcend the stage.
Grab your cup of coffee and let's meet our inspirational guest for today. Paul Modjadji akafani nalabanye bantu labasha. As a writer, performer, entrepreneur and philanthropist, this young man is a cut above the rest. This award-winning entertainer and social activist is also the driving force behind the Dare to Dream movement. Through his dancing, Paul has made a mark for himself not only in South Africa but across the world. So much so that in 2013, he was named the brand ambassador for the city of Tshwane. I'm so glad that this busy young man made time to honor my invitation for coffee. Welcome to Identity, Paul.
Thank you for having me, Mvumi.
I want to take you back to your childhood in Hammanskraal.
Yes.
Tell me about how you grew up.
Oh, man. One of the best times of my life, actually. You know, I had a really, what I consider normal, you know, a very normal upbringing. But I still have fond memories of myself as a very gregarious, very loud, out there child, you know. So, and I think, you know, one of the blessings of that time in my life was that my parents allowed me to really find myself and find my voice and just be a normal kid.
So how early on in your life did you start dancing?
I'd say I've been dancing my entire life. I just didn't realize that, you know, there was something special there. I knew that people enjoyed to see me dance. And, you know, I can't remember a time in my life when I wasn't dancing.
But I'm sure you realized after you matriculated, when you got a scholarship to go and study dance in Denmark.
Yeah.
You were very young at that time.
Absolutely.
So what were some of the challenges you faced being away from home? You don't know anyone there.
A huge culture shock, I must say, you know, extremely just shocking for me because first of all, I come from a country that's very colorful and loud and, you know, and to go to a country that I would say was in a lot of ways black and white, you know, because there wasn't so much hype and craziness as you know you find here in South Africa. You know, the people are very quiet, they're very modest, there's a lot of order. I mean, I used to joke that, you know, I could not believe that, you know, even the news, there would literally be nothing to report because there was no crime, there was nothing to really, you know, talk about. So it was a huge culture shock. And the weather, of course, I mean, it was the first time that I actually experienced snow in my life. So it was extremely shocking, I think, from a cultural point of view.
Some people might say that you winning the European world dance in your jazz solo category was shocking. You were the first African to win that. Take me through that experience.
I think, you know, someone once said that there are moments in life when you see stars in your eyes, or around your eyes, and I think it was really one of those moments for me. I didn't expect it, first of all, which really taught me a lot around my level of confidence around that time, because here I was, I knew that I qualified to be performing on this huge international platform, but somehow I just didn't think that, you know, I could win the ultimate prize. So it was really overwhelming in every aspect, and I think it was cathartic in that it changed how I see my life and my capabilities and, you know, what I can achieve in life.
And you were recently appointed as the representative for the European Star Dance for the South African region, or is it Africa?
Africa, actually.
What does that mean? What does it entail, being appointed as a member there?
That means my job is to ensure that the footprint of the European Star Dance scene in Africa spreads beyond just South Africa and beyond just someone like Paul Modjadji. So they're really trying to tap into the talent that is within the African continent.
I heard that you're going to be choreographing a movie soon.
Yes, actually I'm so excited because there seems to be, you know, the letter one following me somewhere, you know, because this is once again South Africa and Africa's first made for cinema dance movie. It's called Hear Me Move, and I'm so thrilled. We'll be showcasing some of South Africa's best talent, and you know, the production company that's producing this movie, called Stove, really pulled all stops to make sure that it is blockbuster amazing.
So we must watch out for that one.
Watch out. 2014 is going to be exciting. Hear Me Move is coming out, and
Now, Paul, I can imagine your career hasn't always been glitz and glam. What are some of the challenges that you've had to overcome?
Oh my God, plenty. Hey, I think to this day, you know, my life is still pretty much, you know, about facing challenges here and there, because growth at any given level comes with challenges, you know. First of all, I think I came into an industry in a world where dancers aren't often taken seriously. So I've had to really learn a lot. And also I think at school you're not taught to the art of turning what you do into a business.
Yes.
So it was one of the biggest challenges that I needed to learn, that I needed to somehow integrate business lessons and skills that I wasn't taught at home or at school, you know. So I'd say finding a way to ensure that I live off my passion.
Yes.
And that it's profitable and that I can have a comfortable life and I can live off it is really one of the biggest challenges.
And you are also the driving force of Dare to Dream.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
That's my joy and pride.
I can see your face light.
That is my joy and pride. Because, you know, I don't know. I think, you know, anytime you are given the opportunity to give someone else something that you weren't given yourself, there is a way of just fulfillment, you know, that comes from that. The Dare to Dream is really the platform where I can give young people the platform to sit down and first of all have a dream for their lives and articulate it, because our parents rarely ever actually ask us what our dreams are, our bigger dreams. They always want to know what we want to be, but never really what we dream of becoming, you know. And secondly, it's a space where young people can dance and sing and act and you know, explore those sort of artistic expressions that they have.
And somewhere in South Africa, there's a young person looking at Paul. And I mean, it's easy when you've been to this point to say you can do it. But that person is sitting there, maybe a dancer somewhere in their heart, and they don't know where to start and they don't even have the support.
That's true.
What would you say to that young person?
I would say, first of all, start by finding out what your passion is, and finding out what it is that you want to be and be sure about it. And once you're clear on that, start where you are with the little that you have. Because I mean, for me, the television was the little that I had. Through shows like Fame and Sarafina, I was able to live my dream and to learn and just get exposure into, you know, my interests. So they must start wherever they are, even if the YouTube is the only access they have to their dreams, they must start there.
A lot of dancers say that dance is like therapy, it's therapeutic. Do you think it's spirituality as well?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, I think the minute one taps into that realm, you start seeing it beyond just being an entertainment thing that you do. You actually realize that there's a craft to it, there's something deeper, and that it can be used to tell stories and that it can be used to heal people. And that's just really nothing more spiritual than that.
I want to play a quick game with you before I let you go.
Oh,
it's called If You Could.
Awesome.
You need to answer as quickly as possible.
Should I be nervous?
The first thing that comes to your mind. If you could erase any day of the week, which day would it be and why?
Monday.
Why?
Because like I'm still enjoying my Sunday and I'm like,
All right, if you could be a piece of clothing, what would you be?
A shirt. I tend to just have a passion for
nice shirts.
Yeah, there we go.
If you could live in someone's mind for an hour, who would it be and why?
I would say between Oprah Winfrey and Mandela.
All right.
Yeah.
If you could cure any disease, which disease would it be?
HIV/AIDS.
If you could be the king of the jungle for a day, what laws would you pass down?
That all animals should turn vegetarian.
If you could attain anything in the world, what would it be and why?
An Oscar, because I think it would like just for me, I think it would mean the highest level of success.
If you could feature in a song, whose song would you feature in, dead or alive artist?
Michael Jackson, I think, is the greatest artist that lived.
If you could fly, where would you go?
A place I've never, well, actually, no, a place I've been. I think Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And if you could make someone mute for a whole week, who would that person be and why?
Who would I want to keep shut up for a while, for a minute even? That's a very good one.
You want to think about it?
I think I want to do that, actually.
Paul, it's been such a pleasure to have you here. I wish you could stay longer.
Me too. Thank you.
You must come back.
Thank you for having me.
Paul embodies the spirit of passion and hard work, and his enthusiasm for life is definitely contagious. We here at Identity wish him more good fortune on his life journey.
This is my identity.